A lot of noise surrounding this 2-1 Texas team, especially quarterback Arch Manning. And with a trip to the Swamp looming in 2 weeks, Texas really needs Manning to play well tonight.
Yeah, and it's safe to say this is sort of a turning point game for Arch Manning this year. He hasn't played well most of the year, a lot of mechanical issues. We have some highlights here to show you. He's got Ryan Wingo right in the middle of the football field, wide open. You see the sidearm delivery for no good reason at all. And then right here, 4th and 3 in the red zone. You have a sprint out concept. He has clear vision on his receiver. He decides not to pull the trigger. He wants to scramble around. And this is where we've had a little bit of issue, him just sloppily throwing the football up for grabs in the red zone. But it's not all bad, right? There's some good. This is an absolute bullet to Parker Livingston down on the right side for a touchdown against Ohio State. And then he rips a seam ball here to Jack Endries, his #1 tight end. So it's not all bad for Arch, but he does need a good showing today to get the crowd on his side. He got booed last week, and also to prove to his teammates, hey man, I'm the guy.
You know, there's been a lot of positivity really here around the 40 acres this week. Arch and the Horns had a relaxed, fun week of practice. For more on that, let's go down to Torrey.
Yeah, Clay, Coach Sarkisian said this week that the focus has just been enjoying the game a little bit more. He told his players, we play football, we don't work football. And players certainly said that they had fun in practice. They said Arch is always a swagger guy, but this week he had it in spades. He was talking trash, staring defenders down, and his teammates absolutely loved it. They say that's who Arch is, and that's what we want from him. We want him to have fun and just be him, totally tune out that pressure.
All right, so now Arch Manning. And this Texas offense, which has been under scrutiny since the season opening loss at the Shoe. Can he find his confidence tonight? That's the big question everybody's looking to find answers to.
Yeah, when he talked to us in the production meeting, he said, hey, we're going to do one play at a time. He's had a great week of practice. He's a lot better runner than you think. So when things have broken down up front with this inexperienced offensive line, he's been able to get out of pressure. They want to see him be more aggressive. I would not be surprised in the first couple plays to see them take a shot down the football field. The execution has not been there.
Here's Manning, has time, floats one, and it is caught. DeAndre Moore, who did not play last week, he's back and he's feeling good. That's a gain of 16.
Nice job right there by Arch Manning. You're going to see DeAndre Moore come running into your screen. Arch sees it. The throw just a little bit low. If you hit him in stride, he's able to maybe take it all the way to the house because there's not another Sam Houston State defender behind him.
First down, Manning's going to keep it himself. And he's going to pick up a handful. Antavius Fish on the tackle. Manning, of course, an excellent rushing quarterback, has all three of their first down. A screen here to Christian Clark, finds some room along the near sideline. Lowers his shoulder at the 33. Iman Allen, his dad Tajay played here at Texas.
And a nice little play. Arch Manning's going to go left like he's going to do the sprint out like the first play of the game set up, and they just throw this little cross-body screen.
Then comes into the game for Texas behind Manning. They fake the handoff to him. Now Manning steps up, throws a rocket downfield, and a penalty flag comes down as Dalen McCutcheon hauls it in. It's another 16-yard gain, and we'll see if this is coming back.
Holding, offense number 62. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Remains first down.
In the regular starter at center. Injured last week against UTEP, so Robertson doing the snapping. And this is DeAndre Moore again. He's hoping to be a spark for this offense. That's a pickup of 8.
He's their slot guy.
So back to the 39-yard line. Manning throws it to a wide-open Livingston. Caught on the near sideline by the redshirt freshman. Last in the SEC. They want to see more third down situations like that, 3rd and 1 or 2.
And last week they actually really struggled in the first half with 3rd and manageable 3rd and 2 to 4 play. They were 1 for 10 in the first half, 2 for 5 on 4th down.
I feel like we've done enough with him to have a pretty good understanding of who he is as a player and what he's capable of. I know there's a lot of football in there that's high-level quality football.
A lot of quarterbacks and a lot of players are hard themselves they want to be great, and it's frustrating because I know I'm better than this, and I got to play better.
I told Arch before the season, you've never really been a quarterback until they boo you. He got booed in the first half. Now he can start playing.
Well, the numbers from the first 3 games, the numbers so far after one series, 4 of 6, 55 yards, led a touchdown drive. Says he's taking it one play at a time. Wanted to come out here tonight and let it rip, not overthink it.
Yeah, 3 of these first 6 throws have been behind the line of scrimmage.
He's going to go downfield this time. Caught at the 48 by Ryan Wingo. And that's a good connection. Wingo, a guy that Arch told us yesterday, he wants to get the ball to more.
Yeah. I mean, I think he needs 10 targets a game. He's got the makeup and the build of a top-tier receiver in the SEC. They got to get him the football more. But this is the field position that Coach Sark loves to take shots down the field. Love to get Wingo one-on-one with a safety here in the slot right here.
2nd and 1 from the 49. Manning. And shooting for...
Hard to step up and be a leader when you haven't really established yourself yet on the field. But Coach Sark told him, Arch, we need that leadership now. So he has had to step in and figure out how to be a leader early. And he told us it's easier to lead when things are going well. Not that things haven't gone well so far for them this season, but that's something that is on his mind. Is how do you lead both in the good times and the bad times? One of the things he's done is talk to both his uncles and Colt McCoy this week.
Yeah, Colt McCoy, one of the few people he's listening to. He's done a pretty good job tuning out the rest of the noise. There are a few people he will let into his inner circle.
And that's what we talked about in the meeting with him. I said, hey, you got too many people trying to talk to you. But he did talk to Colt McCoy, the legendary Texas quarterback Colt McCoy. Said some really good things to him this week.
1st and 10, Texas, 2nd series for the Horns. Over the middle, open receiver. There's Wingo again. And he'll back his way to the 30-yard line. Iman Allen made another tackle, but that's a gain of 18.
Now that's just letting it rip. Sam Houston State decides to go all-out pressure. They want to bring everyone. He hits Ryan Wingo on a slant route right behind it. 1, 2, 3. He's going to get hit. Stays in there. He's a big son of a gun. Delivers an absolute BB right in the chest for Ryan Wingo.
Brody Henderson, 6'5", 220, true freshman out of Oklahoma. Now right up on the pads of Manning. That ball on the sideline, hauled in by Parker Livingston. Down and goal. Moore goes in motion. And Manning keeps it himself. Cutting up, gets into the end zone. Touchdown. Wow, he has been a pretty good weapon in the red zone. And some taunting going on down there from Arch Manning. He better watch it. He's getting warned by Jason Autry, the lead official.
Showing that swagger. He is fired up. Exactly what we thought he'd do down here in the red zone. He's a big player, man. He's all of 6'4", all of 220. And you can just see this raw emotion like, let's go. Let's go. Telling players this week in practice, I'm back.
He talked about it last week. He was booed by this crowd after throwing 10 straight incompletions.
He's going to come across right there. Receiver as well. And you're right, 10 straight incompletions to receivers. But nice job getting in for Arch Manning.
And you can see the confidence starting to come back.
He's fired up. Almost taunting. Surprised they didn't call it. Surprised they didn't get a flag, that home field advantage.
But you can understand, it's an emotionally charged young man right now.
Well, Clay, the refs might not have loved that touchdown reaction from Arch, but his teammates sure did. He came to the sideline, and just about every single guy on this bench came and high-fived him or dabbed him up after that one. And it goes back to what they told us in practice this week. They love when Arch shows that swagger, and he certainly did that there.
In unique ways. He's a Swiss Army knife. We just saw him in returns.
He does it all. He's a receiver. He's a running back. They can put him at quarterback if they need to run the football. A little trickery.
And around to Wingo. Behind a block, gets across midfield, trying to strip a tackler. Finally pulled down at the 30 by C.J. Brown. But there is that elite speed by Ryan Wingo. He's had a good night here so far. 34 yards on that burst.
You see Ryan Wingo right here. He's going to come across on the little reverse. And then this is a good way to get him the football, right? He's not getting the throws maybe in the pass game that you want, but you see this elite speed. This offense goes.
Now Manning getting some heat from behind. He felt the pressure. Wobbling pass to a wide open Jordan Washington. The redshirt freshman tight end. Manning finds him wide open, a 32-yard hookup for the score.
What a throw by Arch Manning. He gets pressure, has the ability to move to his right, find Jordan Washington on this little sneak route that we'll show you. Right up the sideline, he moves, he's not in a clean pocket, the play goes on, and he's extremely accurate with the football on the move. That's a confidence builder right there, Clay.
And they did it quickly. 3 plays, a minute and 15 seconds, they're back in the end zone. And another extra point for Mason Shipley. And we've got a penalty flag on the extra point.
Illegal formation, kicking team, more than 4 players in the backfield. Number 51 was not on the line of scrimmage.
His first touchdown pass of the night. You can feel that confidence coming back. Preseason Heisman favorite.
Looks lively on the sideline.
First game under the lights.
Right here, Jordan Washington is going to go on a shallow cross. This is the play of the year for college football. Arch Manning says, hey, it's not a clean pocket. Let me move up to the right and just wide open. I mean, just a great confidence-building throw. But I like the awareness in the pocket to understand, hey, 74 lost on the block. I can feel it. Eyes in the back of my head. And as you're moving toward the line of scrimmage, though, Clay, why are you bringing up bad memories?
Because I like to put a stick in the cage once in a while. Down the field, wide open receiver, DeAndre Moore. Well, DeAndre Moore told you and I yesterday he wants this offense to get back to having fun. That's how you do it. He hooks up with Manning, a 38-yard strike.
Just an unbelievable throw right here. This is an NFL-level throw. Just going to come streaking across the middle of the field in single high zone, and he's able to layer this throw between the linebacker and the flat defender. Wow. Carry your team. And so it's a little bit of everyone.
Manning flushed out of the pocket. Penalty flag comes in behind the play. And Manning skips toward the stick.
Holding. Offense number 73.
Things remain an issue.
Manning and Corks to Moore again. Manning standing clean in the pocket. Now he's going to step up. Getting some heat from behind, and he's going to be dumped. Dropped at the 11-yard line by Chauncey Cheedy, the defensive end who came from the other side of the formation. No gain.
That's just what you call a coverage sack. There was nobody open
with that side of the football for Texas. They forced 5 3-and-outs for Sam Houston tonight. Here's Dalen McCutcheon, true freshman receiver out of Lucas, Texas, with another big play. That's 21 yards. It's a dozen plays now of 10 or more yards for Texas as they were looking to be more explosive tonight.
Yeah, that's exactly what Coach told us. We want to be explosive. We want to be aggressive. We want to throw the football down the field. But when you can throw a bubble route to a true freshman with speed like that, that'll get your confidence up as a quarterback. Has been made over the first 3 weeks of the season of Arch Manning and his mechanics. And is it wrong? Is it right? We broke down every single throw the last 2 years. And yeah, there's some mechanical issues, but I think it starts between your ears. What I mean by paralysis by analysis, sometimes as a quarterback, you can overthink and you can over-prepare and you can just think about too much between the ears, and it inhibits you of playing fast. And that's what the coaching staff this week told us. Just play fast. Just worry about one play at a time. Mechanically, you can fix that. Quarterback coach, offensive coordinator, Sark, they're working on those things in practice, but it comes down to number 16 actually doing it in a game, and he's done so tonight.
2nd and 16. Low throw on that quick release to Niblett. Inside the 10, trying to get to the pylon. Tyler Bailey pushed him out short of the end zone.
The Swiss Army knife, Ryan Niblett. Really good just turning two right there from Arch Manning, but the blocker's out front.
This is the 2-minute timeout of the first half.
Look at 52 out in front with Ryan Niblett, Houston, Texas. Look at the speed right there by DJ Campbell, their most experienced offensive lineman.
The game's not very impressive tonight. Better.
Yeah, they're putting the ball in the end zone. Field goal as well, 67%. You know, we mentioned in the broadcast before, last in the SEC in red zone coming in.
Manning keeps it himself again, another rushing touchdown. Second rushing touchdown of the night, 5th of the year for Arch.
And we mentioned it. This is where his legs come alive. This is an RPO. Rolling out to your right. Hey, he said nothing's there. He's a lot better runner, Clay, than people give him credit for. He's really fast. He's sneaky, athletic. He's able to get in for another touchdown. You see that? This season already 5 rushing touchdowns, 2 tonight.
Folks around here told us pregame that Smith plays with his hair on fire. That was a good hit for Arch Manning. And he wants to throw. Unloads, and it's caught by Livingston. Parker Livingston stays on his feet and gets close to the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 15. That's his 3rd catch tonight.
Yeah, and Arch showing a little bit of power in the pocket. Drives that ball on a little curl route. Put in the ground.
Going deep. Looking for Wingo. He's got it. Touchdown. Manning taking a shot to his favorite target, Ryan Wingo. 53-yard touchdown pass. That's what a lot of people wanted to see in this building.
I was just about to say that. Texas fans are on their feet everywhere. He's been extremely accurate throwing the football down the field. We talked about Ryan Wingo earlier in the game. He is their explosive guy that they wanted to get going. And boy, oh boy, did they ever on that deep throw. You could say coming into this game, that was probably where they struggled the most, Clay.
See how he started and what he's done since. He has completed his last 11 throws. You'll remember last week, there was a point in the middle of the game where he had 10 incompletions in a row.
I mean, just watching this film compared to last week, and I know the competition, whatever, it looks like a completely different quarterback. But Cal is their top threat.
To the end zone, Wingo. Touchdown, Texas. Second touchdown for Ryan Wingo.
I think it's safe to say, Clay, Ryan Wingo is back. Touchdowns on the last 2 possessions. They've got their guy. It's got to feel good for this young man, sophomore out of St. Louis, to get finally some action. 2 touchdowns already in this game. This is going to build confidence, like you were saying earlier, Clay, with their connection. College football playoff, they want to win national championships. Been to the last 2 college football playoffs, and play like that on offense. Never know.
5th touchdown for Mr. Manning. Some might say generational talent in the family.